Now I'll come to the most important part. Before we start working on any project from a creative point of view, the first thing we do is we come up with something called marketing angles. Now, marketing angles are basically a different way to look at creatives, where we look at creatives in the form of clusters. Now, let's say benefit driven is a cluster, or we, as we call them, content buckets. Now, this is benefit driven. Now, a certain product could have several benefits: one, two, three, four. There could be 100 benefits of a certain product. We have a way in which we track the ROI on every single ad for every benefit. Now, let's say we have bone density as a marketing angle. Bone density could have four different creatives running in it, but I will not be optimizing it at a creative level. I will be optimizing ads on a marketing angle level. So, usually, we look at every single creative of yours will be looked at as a part of a larger cluster. So let's say over here, for this particular brand, we have a sibling founder pair. Now, this is a founder led angle. Now, within founder led content bucket, there are various ways to communicate it. So, one is that it's a Bangalore based startup, the other is a personal wellness journey of the founders, other is purely educational. One angle is a sibling based angle, which is slightly emotional in nature. So, this is the broadest way to look at a creative. Then we have the problem that we are solving, or the emotional marketing angle that we want to base a creative on. And after that, we have creatives. If we'll start looking at creatives individually, then it's possible we may have to optimize 100 creatives or 200 creatives in an ad account. Not only is that inefficient, but clusters work better also. So let's say that it is December or January, and New Year as a marketing angle is working very well, because when the year begins, there is a lot of information. Self-care is a very big thing. A lot of people are making decisions, and they have behaviors which are quite different from what they usually would do. Now, in this scenario, it's not one creative which will start working. Any creative which is within that new year marketing angle, that will start working, which is why we scale or descale marketing angles, and we do not scale and descale individual creatives. So now that you know why we do this, let's get into how exactly we do it. There are 2 to 3 main steps, and I'll be walking you through them in the next couple of minutes. Step one is we go into an ad account and we make a list. We download the list of all the best performing ads for a brand. Not best performing, all ads which have spend greater than a certain amount. Let's say in the last 30 days, whatever ads have a spend of more than 5,000 rupees, I will just download them. Then I am going to segment these into marketing angles. Of course, I will segment them into format, etc. But I will also be segmenting them into what we define as marketing angles and content buckets. As you can see, we have segmented them into marketing angles. This brand did not have marketing angles before we joined. We came up with these marketing angles which we thought are going to be relevant, and then we tagged every creative into a certain marketing angle. Then we do the analysis. This is just a one time thing, okay? To look at the past data, in the next part of the video I'll be showing you how we do it for on a day on day basis, because if you do this every day, it'll take too much time. As you can see, we know what carousel, catalog, etc., how they are performing, and then we have data of every marketing angle, which is the key to our scaling and descaling process. A content bucket is basically a cluster of multiple marketing angles. Content buckets are also very important, but for this conversation, let's focus more on marketing angles, because a marketing angle is based on a pain point of a consumer, and it's more consumer psychology centric, whereas a content bucket is more related to tagging and how we categorize something. Now, this is step one. Let's look at what this will look like on a day-to-day basis. On a day-to-day basis, this is a brand of ours. This is what marketing angles look like. This is an automated report. It is connected to your Meta dashboard, and I get to know the ROAS of every marketing angle. As a founder, I don't even look at individual creatives. All I'm looking at is marketing angles. If I know that post-menopause skincare is doing a certain number, which is a 1.21 ROAS, I know this is not working well. It is up to the creative team to decide how many ads to test out within this. But as a manager or a founder, all I need to look at is which marketing angle is doing the best. Out of all of these, 3.62 ROAS, there is this marketing angle with 3.62 ROAS. Let's look at what the angle is. It is rivals, procedures, micro needing, whatever that means. So this is purely automated. Now, how do you automate this? That is the next part of the process. Every ad on the dashboard. So this is the Meta dashboard. Every ad is tagged, as you can see. Every ad is tagged basis nomenclature, which marketing angle it falls into. There are several things that we track, of course. There are 8 to 10 different things. Right now, we're only talking about marketing angles because that is the highest and most important, and that's the biggest leverage point for you.